Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Welcome to the Breastfeeding Library. So let me adjust this a little bit because I'm gonna have breakfast and talk to you guys. So, and then I got to set up so I can talk to you guys and have my breakfast. So yes. How's the lighting? How is the lighting for me? Okay, outfit. Welcome to the Breastfeeding Library, y'all. So we gonna talk while we eat this soursop. So my goal is just to incorporate healthy eating in my diet. I let this thaw out all yesterday, but I just want to incorporate healthy eating. I'm not gonna do too much. The first thing that I put in my body, I want it to be healthy. So we having soursop this morning. And it's pure soursop. Look at it, y'all. It's pure soursop. It's my first time eating it like this. But I don't know if I can eat it like this. I think I like the juice better. How I juice this, y'all? Do I get a juicer? Because I do have a juicer. It's still good. I'm going to grab a napkin. It's actually really good, even though it looked crazy. It's actually really good. So I like eat the whole thing. Juice is so good. All right, y'all. It's good. It don't look too good, but it's good. But welcome to our channel, to our community. Y'all know I am the breastfeeding librarian, so I try to keep you guys updated on breastfeeding. And I think, personally, the most important part in your journey is the first week. So that's what we're going to cover on this page today. That's what we're going to cover. I actually wrote some things down so I don't forget anything. But I want to talk to you guys about milk production. I want to talk to you about milk production. Milk production starts in your second trimester. So I get it all the time, like, every woman don't make milk at it, you may not see the milk at the same time, but every woman body begins milk production in the second trimester. Now, after you deliver, you may not see your milk right away. You may not feel it right away. That doesn't mean that it's not there. So how breastfeeding works, it is hormonal. So once the baby comes out, and then they press on your stomach a little bit, and then a few minutes later, the placenta comes out, it tells your brain that the baby is here, right? So that's when your milk production, I hate to say your milk production starts, because it don't. Because I hear, oh, my milk haven't came in yet. It's not, this, that, and the third. So I hate to say your milk production started. I hate that, because it starts in the second trimester when the baby is inside the womb, right? So like I said, you may not feel it, you may not see it, but it's there. So what I need you to do, if you're a new mom and you just had a baby, whether you're in a hospital, a birthing center, at home, in the car, because babies come when they're ready. These are the things that I want you to do. Allow your baby to find the breast. And you're probably like, what is that? The baby crawl. I don't have a video of that on here, but I'm sure if you go and Google baby crawl, the initiate breastfeeding, there is a whole bunch of videos about it, right? So the baby crawl is when you allow the baby, after you deliver, you place the baby here, and then you allow the baby to find their way to the breast. And you're probably like, well, how can they do that? They're born to nurse. So like those kicks that you feel, their sense of smell, like when a baby is born, it's a certain type of smell that's over you that guides the baby to the breast. So over the breast, like the smell that's over the breast, the baby can smell it. So they use their movement and their sense of smell, and they actually direct themselves to the breast. And every baby is born to do that. So after you deliver, that's the first thing I want you to do. Allow the baby to find the breast. Now, Sean, how long does this take? Every baby is different. You want to try to do it right after birth. It usually takes anywhere from an hour, 2 hours. It depends on the baby. Some babies don't feed right away, or if they feed, it's very short. And you guys, at that point, we have like a nesting period where mommy and baby's supposed to sleep for a really long time. Babies are born with fluid that can carry, that they can, I wouldn't say carry, because in the hospital, they'll make you feel like this is not capable. Your baby can't, your baby have to eat right away. But your baby is born with a lot of fluids that actually fulfills them for a few hours, some hours. And that is called a nesting period with mommy and baby's breast. So if your baby don't get on and nurse right away, don't freak out. Be patient with your baby. Allow your baby to come to you when they're ready. Now, what you do want to do is skin to skin. When you're in the hospital, like I said, birthing center, home birth, car, you want to do skin to skin after you deliver, because most of the time the baby will direct themselves. And then if you're in a hospital setting, the more skin to skin you do, the more you can pick up on your baby's behaviors. Like when it's time to feed, they'll let you know. They'll come, they'll root at you, they'll look at you a certain way. Crying is the last stage of hunger. So you want to try to get your baby to the breast before they cry. Now, you're probably like, well, how do I know when it's time? Your body is designated to do it. You're in the first day, so it's time. You're learning, baby's learning you. So everything is not going to be perfect. But what I do know is that your body is capable, and it's making milk for the baby. You just have to be patient and allow the baby to come to you as often as they desire. Now, if you're in a hospital, they may give you a scheduled routine, like breastfeed every 2 to 3 hours. This right here does not work for nursing moms. It's not going to work for nursing moms. Breast milk is designed for our babies, and it's designed this way, a laxative to go straight through them so the baby can engage with you, right? So breastfeeding is hormonal. The more baby comes to you, the more milk your body makes. So at the very beginning, your baby's going to come to you frequently. So if you're in the hospital and you're waiting at 2 to 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours, 5 hours, most likely your baby is not going to latch correctly, or you're going to feel like you're doing something wrong. Like I said, you're not going to feel it right now. You may not see the milk right now in the first 24 hours. And then if your baby's having a hard time with latching, that's going to start doubts for you right away. So just be patient with your baby. Let your baby come to you as often as they want. The 2 to 3 hour mark, if you are breastfeeding, don't use that for your guide. What you want to do is, I know a lot of times they have you jot everything down. If the baby feeds at 12 o'clock and finish at 12:05, you write that down. And baby come back to you at 12:07 to 12:15, you write that down, because those are how newborn babies usually feed. That first feeding usually lasts, if they latch on correctly, that feeding do usually last from 15 to 20 minutes, that very first feeding. After that, the baby they just snack eat, because their tummy is so small. Their tummy is the size of like a cherry that you put on top of your ice cream. So their tummy is so small. So they just eat according to their little tummy, all over the place, all everywhere. And that's typically how it is for a breastfed baby. Now, at day 1, you want to see 1 dirty diaper and 1 wet diaper. If your baby has more diapers than that, that's awesome. That means your baby's getting more of your milk. Now, the stages of the poop. The first stage of poop is meconium, and it's a darkish grayish, where it's black, grayish color. And then after that, you're going to see like transition into green, and then like around day 3, 4, you'll see yellow, seedy, runny. Like I get that a lot. Do it supposed to be runny? Like, do it supposed to be, it looks like liquid. Yes, it's supposed to actually be like that. So that's the normal look for a breastfed baby. Think about it. Fluids, it's supposed to look like fluids. As they get older, as days go by, it do get like a thicker paste, like consistency, and sometimes it just stay watery. It depends on the baby. This is for exclusively breastfed moms. Now, if you're supplementing or you're giving anything other than human's milk, then you may see a different pattern in your baby stools. Okay, it's very important to keep in mind that input output, the wet and dirty diapers, your baby weight gain 10%. You want your baby to not lose more than 10% of their body weight if they're exclusively breastfeeding. Now, what if they do lose more than 10% of their body weight? You want to see someone, talk to me, talk to a lactation counselor, see if it's actually 10%. We want the baby to be back to their birth weight at week 2, not day 2. Because most of the time you go see your pediatrician around 24 to 48 hours. So not week 2, day 2. So if you go into your pediatrician office and your baby has lost ounces, that is normal for a breastfed baby or for any baby at this point. Like what I have learned and experienced in these last 8 years is that babies typically lose weight before they gain weight. Doesn't matter what you give them. Cow's milk, goat milk, artificial baby milk, breast milk. They tend to lose weight first before they begin to gain weight. So do not stress yourself out about that too much. We're focusing on the 2nd week, and we want the baby back to their birth weight by that time. Now, the way that your body feels is very important. You may feel a little bit sore. What you have to realize is that you just delivered, so your body's a bit sore, that has to heal. So every time baby latches, you may feel a little bit soreness around day 2, 3, 4, 5, tough. Around day 6, 7, 8, your body should start toughening up. It shouldn't feel like the first few days. The more you nurse, the tougher your body gets, and then eventually you don't feel anything when your baby comes to your breast. Now, also, making sure you stay in contact with someone that's going to help you. Make sure you stay on my page. Make sure you stay asking questions. If you're a mom and you're just not sure, get answers before you go straight to artificial baby milk, because a lot of times it's us doubting ourselves. And most of the time, baby is doing really great at the breast, especially if the baby is at the breast and coming to you frequently. That doesn't mean that you're not making enough. That means that the baby is doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing at this age. So I'm hoping that I covered a lot of what I wanted to talk about in the first 24 hours and about the pediatric appointment. So y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about on this channel about breastfeeding. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Patreon account. If you are a new mom and you just need help right away, you can find me on Patreon, where I can provide you one-on-one help and on your breastfeeding concern, right? Or your birth experience, because a lot of times I say you have to birth first before you get to breastfeeding. So I do want to start covering more birth experiences and giving you education on births as well, and then transitioning to the breastfeeding, because we got to get past the birth to get to the breastfeeding part. So thank y'all so much. Shout out to all my new subscribers. And all my old ones that's been rocking with me from day one. I love you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and finish this soursop. It's actually really, really good. Turn on your post notifications. So when I drop a video, you'll be the first to see it. Y'all haven't been seeing Keyshawn because guess what? He's in school. So my baby started school last week. And a lot of people that ask me, like, what do you do with, how do they get milk? Well, my babies get milk when they're with me. Only when they're with me. No, I do not pump. I'm thinking about starting to pump for my little nephew. I'm thinking about starting to pump for him to give him breast milk. But I have to go find a pump and figure out what pump I want to use because I haven't pumped in so long. So y'all comment below on the best pumps. Because I actually do need a new pump. And y'all don't forget to stay engaged. Let me know what you guys want to see. Different topics that you want me to cover. And all that good stuff. So I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Turn on your post notifications. So when I drop a video, you'll be the first to see it. See you guys later. Look, we got to do this now because the monkey pops. See y'all later.